Hello, this is Fernando at Zen's Tea House, and we are Facebook Live. At least I hope we are. All right. Hello, everyone. So it is 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I am the CEO of Zen's Tea House. We've been promoting Zen's Tea House Live for really quickly. So, a little bit about Zen's Tea House and the ground rules. We like to start off by saying every 5 minutes we're going to be giving away free golden milk. Yes, every 5 minutes starting now. All you have to do is email us and say, hey Fernando, or hey Zen's Tea House, I saw Facebook Live. Email Fernando at zenstea.com and you will get a free golden milk. No questions asked, all right? Info or Fernando at zenstea.com and you'll get the free golden milk. Now, I'd like to shout out to Maritza Worthington and her husband Tim. Maritza is a holistic medical physician who specializes in natural medicine as well as proprietary dietary supplements using organic teas and herbs. Okay, so this is the shop. I want to show you around. Take a look at all of our display items. Have to have the American flag. You see that? A lot of people don't know, or maybe you do, that I, CEO of Zen's Tea House, am a veteran. Served 5 years in the Navy. Right here in the back, this is some of the factory workers that are working at Zen's Tea House, tea farms. We have a number of tea farms that Zen's Tea House works with. Let me show you around. We're busy working. Hey Caleb, say hi. We're on Facebook Live.
Hello.
All right, so we're going in the back. This is our tea room. Toon, toon, toon. Put this in. 5 minutes. So, again, one of the things that Zen's Tea House does is we specialize in organic teas and herbs. Can you guys hear me? I see Catlin Hurst. Hi, Rose, over at USC Keck Medical Center. Hey, that's USC Keck Medical Center. It's one of our newest farmers markets. We have over 35 farmers markets in the greater Los Angeles area. Great. Yeah, Jeanette. Ooh. All right, so a little bit about Zen's Tea House. Again, we get a whole bunch of great products for free all the time. We go to tea farms occasionally, but the tea farms typically come to us. So I want to give a shout out to Boab's Tea. They are a tea company from Kerala, India, which is in southern India. I was there for about a month studying Ayurveda. So let me show you just some of the teas that we have. You see that? Now, when you're looking at teas, a few things you got to know is that not all teas are created equal. One of the challenges that Zen's Tea House gets to take advantage of is we get free teas and we get to try them out. We specialize in organic, and where we're really doing well is our proprietary blends. So when you're testing out your teas, get them like this and you breathe into them. All right, this has to be dry tea. Don't do it with wet brew tea. Listen, hot tea. Sorry, this is uncensored, unscripted, but we do have a timeline. So you breathe into the tea, and what that does is it oxidizes these tea leaves, and you're able to smell it. So when you're testing out your teas, whether it's organic, it's traditional, tea leaves, because the way they're processed at the tea farms or the tea factories, they go through an oxidation process. Now, let's see. A number of the other teas. I want to show you what teas we're going to be giving away. So we have our Gemma Chai. We have our Stevia. We have our Super Indocratum. Can you see that? So I think it's going to be easier if I just put it like this. Does that work better? Let me know, Facebook Live people. We have Maca Root. It's a libido blend. We have flowers. But what I'm really proud of are our golden milks. Let me pull those out. Sorry, it's a little messy. So every 5 minutes, we're going to be giving out free golden milks. All you have to do is go on to zenstea.com and email us or send us a message and say, hey, Facebook Live, I want a free golden milk, and we'll be sending these out to you for free. Now, I showed you I just showed you how to test black tea, but I want to give you guys a little preview of just how many teas we get. Now, last year I was at the World Tea Expo, and I got to meet a few of my friends from the tea farms. And typically, it's not the tea farmers or the tea managers that go to the tea factory, that go to the World Tea Expo or the Los Angeles International Tea Festival. It's usually their brokers. And the way tea gets sold in the tea market is it's usually at a brokerage. All the tea farms, they get their products, they test them out, they send their tea for whatever season, whatever like second flush, first flush, and they'll send it to the different tea farms. And this is how this is actually how they price their teas. They price their teas by how well it tastes. I have a bag full of goodies. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, these teas we're going to give out for free. Now, these are rare teas. These are expensive teas. These are teas that you cannot find on the local market. You will not find them at farmers markets. You won't even find them here at our shop. As the CEO of the company, I have the luxury of being able to try all these teas for free. You would not believe how many teas we get from tea companies saying, "Hey, Zen's Tea House, we want you to try out our tea and let us know how it tastes." So again, we're going to try out some Qimong Superior tea. It's a Chinese black tea. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Now I'm opening this up right now. See this black tea? Now you'll notice that these leaves aren't very big. When you're testing tea, when you're testing for teas, often it's the size and the quality that really gets to decide what the quality of the tea leaves are. It's a smoky black tea. Smoky black teas, they're kind of like Lapsao Souchong. A lot of people like them. Personally, it's not really my cup of tea. But I just want to give a brief preview before we start talking about the golden milk. Come on in, Brady. This is faith. All right. Hey, Brady, can you hold this for me? Can you hold this for a second? All right. So just want to show everyone, hope you guys hear me, we're going to be giving out free teas. Come on a little closer. Get the light in. So we're going to be giving out all these free teas. All you have to do is email us saying, hey, Fernando@zenstea.com or info@zenstea.com. I saw this organic Putabong tea. Look, just look at that. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you want to try a sample. We don't carry these teas in our stock. Not because we can't, but because these are rare, they're expensive, and they're not easy to get. So just FYI, the turnaround time, it's going to be about 3 to 4 weeks. So this tea right here, I went to that plantation. Nam Ring Upper, let me know if you're interested in this. All you have to do, email us, info@zenstea.com or Fernando@zenstea.com. Let me know if you like this. White Tip Oolong, it's a fancy oolong tea. Now, I know it might sound a little weird. We have quite a few people trying out different teas for kombucha. white tip oolong, Taiwanese oolong teas make a really good kombucha. Bagdogra, a Bagdogra blend. All right, so a lot of people don't know that before you can't just fly into Darjeeling. You have to actually go into the foothills. You'll fly into Bagdogra. It's a really small airport. There's not much. It's kind of like a farmland, but this is where this teas come from. All right, so we just went over 4 different teas. The Bagdogra blend, the white tip oolong fancy tea. Again, these are for free. The Namring upper and the Putapong FTG FOP, which means it's a higher grade of quality tea. And if I'm not mistaken, all these are black teas. All right, we're going to talk about the green teas in just a little bit. But before we do, I want Mr. Brady to show us how we're going to make golden milk. All right?
Yeah. Grab some supplies real quick. So here at the shop, we send everybody out to the market. We want to make sure they have samples. I think the best way to make the golden milk, at least the one we sample, is so we'll use vanilla sweetened almond milk. I'll take that with, for this thermos that we're using, we're going to use a teaspoon of golden milk. Grab a teaspoon of that. Put that right into the thermos. Take the almond milk. Fill that up. Let me go grab a lid really quick.
So FYI, Zen's Tea House, the way we make a lot of our golden milk, all we do is just get the golden milk supplies, just like this, put it in our thermos. We don't add any sweetener. All right, put it in our thermos, send them up for the farmers markets, and shake.
Just gonna put a cap on it. Get that up. Give that a nice shake. All right, then you're good to go.
Pound it. Do a waterfall. There you go. I'll drink some. One of the benefits of working at Zen's Tea House, you get to drink a lot of tea. Like an infinite amount of tea. FYI, Zen's Tea House has over 60 different organic teas and herbs. Hey, Deborah. Hey, shout out. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. We're going to show some blooming teas in a second. Thank you. Hey, Brady, can you go get us some blooming flowers?
Yeah.
Some hot water?
Yep.
All right, and a little pot.
Okay.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who's supporting us through at Zen's Tea House. We really appreciate it. This was a really small company. I actually started off selling loose leaf teas and herbs from my backpack. I spent 5 years in the United States Navy. I got out in August of 2012. I came back, I collected 3 months of unemployment, and I used that to fund our company. Today we're doing over 35 farmers markets a week, not including our special events. We're at a number of hospitals: Kaiser in Fontana, Kaiser Anaheim, Kaiser in Riverside, Baldwin Park, Downey, and we are also at a number of locations. I just want to say thank you very much. Praise God. It's such an honor to be here. And again, info@zenstea.com. It's been over 5 minutes. You want the free golden milk? You want to try this out? Just get this, put it together, throw it in your little thermos, throw it in your coffee cup. You could actually even use it in your coffee maker. Just make sure that you use the 90 calorie silk almond milk. All right, 90 calorie silk almond milk. That's the trick. It's really cold. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Maricela Ibarra, I'd like to give a shout out. Yeah, went to look at Baldwin Park Farmers Market. We are at the Baldwin Parks Kaiser Farmers Market. And again, free golden milk, info@zenstea.com. We actually have a new website. Before I go talking about our new teas, we have a new website. One of the people who designed our last website did such a great job, but we actually expand on new products. What we're going to be doing in the new website is really promoting the health aspects of organic teas and herbs, but also our doctors. We work with naturopathic doctors, homeopathic doctors, licensed holistic medical physicians. Zen's Tea House cannot make any claims. Legally, we can't even say that green tea is healthy. Not that we really need to push that, because we have thousands of customers, tens of thousands of returning customers who will testify to just how great these teas are working. All right, thank you very much. Now, let's go and talk about some of our other herbs that we're giving away for free. First Flush Darjeeling tea. Now, our First Flush Darjeeling tea, a lot of people may not know the difference between first flush, second flush, third flush, autumn. When teas are being put together, let me put this out. When I was traveling through Darjeeling, it was during the tsunami season. Now that means, or not tsunami. What is it called? The monsoon season. The monsoon season, a lot of water comes down. This is not during the the monsoon season brings in a lot of tea. Usually the teas that are in tea bags, like the little filter tea bags, those are what people call in our industry substandard. Oop. Here we go. You got a blooming flower on you?
I do.
So FYI, this blooming flower, take a look at that. That's the blooming flower. If you want a free blooming flower, just email us, info@zenstea.com, and we'll get you a free blooming flower. Put a lot on it. Do you have a cap?
No, I left it outside.
So you always want to cover the blooming flower because it expedites the amount of time it takes to open up. Follow this for me? So every 5 minutes, free golden milk, organic moringa. We're going to give out these organic moringa tea leaves. All you have to do, email us, info@zenstea.com. We're going to be giving out a whole bunch of free teas. Now, I was in Guatemala. Take a little closer. A team of our herbal specialists and I, we went to Guatemala to take a look at the moringa down there and to get a better idea of what this superfood is. Now, moringa, or moringa, is one of this. It's a superfood because it actually has proteins. Now, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitianist. Please, before you make any changes to your diet, talk about adding one of these superfoods. It's very similar to alfalfa. Alfalfa was discovered, I don't know how many years ago. It was like centuries ago. Talking about this leaf or this plant that horses would eat, and it made them really, really strong. Made them very big. So they called it alfalfa after Allah. So it was like it's a god. It was a superfood god, and that's one of the things that we have to understand is that these teas, there's a real strong connection with health. And in health, especially in a lot of the indigenous countries, there's a lot of spirituality. And I know a lot of people might be a little off-put because it's Zen's tea, but the reality is when you're talking about health, there is a lot of spiritual connection to that. But we're all about helping people through the power of tea. So let's go on to the second tea. Singboli. If you're interested in this tea, item number 031, let us know, info@zenstea.com. This is just another sample of that tea gardens and tea managers. They just send us these products saying, hey, Mr. Zen's Tea House, we would love for you to sell these teas to your customers. So if you're interested, just email us. Here you go. Sangma. Now this, I put my logo on here, our logo on here, because this tea plantation is super legit. Let me actually just give you a background of this store right here. This is actually in Lower Nilgiris, southern India. A lot of people ask, so is that Photoshop? No, it's not Photoshop at all. What we did was we just went down there and said, hey, can we take some pictures with you and your products and wearing these t-shirts? And it did. It wasn't very difficult. One of the things that we have to remember when we're buying from these tea plantations is that they're actually not city folk. Maricela Ibarra, I see I got your text message. How you get samples? Alright. Where do you get samples? Email us, info@zenstea.com. We're giving out free golden milks. I think we have 25. And so the first 25 people who say, hey, I want a free golden milk, they're going to get them. Now, let me show you. We also get flavored teas. Now, this was made from a company on the East Coast. One of the reasons why Zen's Tea House doesn't really do flavored teas is because a lot of flavored companies, not all of them, they use petroleum to flavor their products. Zen's Tea House uses all natural flavors. That is juice. Our coconut tea, it uses actually coconut shavings. We use coconut juice, coconut flavoring, not the synthetic artificial flavoring. When you are buying tea and it's flavored and it tastes really, really flavorful, remember, it's probably not the actual juice. If it's artificial, then it probably comes from a company over in Maryland and they use petroleum as a base. So I want to show an example of a tea bag. Zen's Tea House doesn't do tea bags. The reason why we don't is because most of these little tea bags, they're genetically modified. They're not biodegradable. When you brew the tea, although the tea leaves are probably really, really good, I'm not saying they're not, the quality of the tea gets just diminished when you have it in a bag. And I don't care how great these bags are, it's not sufficient. Again, in the tea industry, we would call that substandard. Another one of Sangma Tea Plantation. If you're interested in getting this sample, Maricela, this is open up to you. All you have to do is email us, info@zenstea.com, and say you like a sample of these. We have a bunch of free samples. Got a whole bunch more. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I haven't been here. The Kalaja Valley second flush Darjeeling. Now, what makes a second flush a second flush? The second flush is that it's a lot more vibrant. It's a lot more full. A first flush Darjeeling or a first flush tea, it's at the beginning of the year. The leaves haven't fully developed, and the quality is just not as strong. In fact, let me see if we can walk around and I can show you some tea leaves. Let's see if we got some tea leaves around here. All right. Oh yeah. So tea leaves. Right here, these tea leaves. Go on probably better angle like this. So these leaves, when they're put together like this, they're picked during different seasons. And in the beginning of the year, these leaves, they get, when you get these tea leaves, Camellia sinensis, they are, oh, okay, sorry, phone call. Let me change that. I'm going to go back. I just want to show you our blooming flower. Can you see that blooming flower? Ooh. Is that a good angle? Let me see that blooming flower right there. If you like a free blooming flower, email us, info@zenstea.com. We'll get you a free blooming flower. We're giving out a whole bunch of teas for free. Okay, so again, let me talk about the tea leaves. So when tea leaves are put together, they're grown on the plantations. They grab them, and before they actually go out and pick them in the field, what they'll do is the manager will go out and walk around and see, okay, where's the most wildlife? Where are the most spiders? Where are the most bugs? Where are the most butterflies? These butterflies show that the biodiversity that exists in these locations is high. If you would like really good, strong flavored tea, a good way to know is that all these right here, they're bushes. There are actually plants. Let me get closer right here. See this right here? This is a walkway. That walkway, there's grass. If you ever see a tea farm and it's just clean, it looks like a gardener's there. I'll tell you what, it's not a gardener. They're using pesticides. Zen's Tea House, no pesticides, all natural. The people who take care of their plantation, this is how they do it. They get the teas, they plant them, and what they use a natural herbicide. They just get natural plants that are like just weeds. They get the weeds, they put it in bleach, and they let it ferment for about 6 to 8 weeks, up to 3 to 4 months, and they use that as a natural spray. It's a natural herbicide. There's no pesticides, and the way you know that it's organic when you go to a tea garden is you can see that there's just no brush, or that there is brush. Alright, I'm going to show a picture of me at one of the plantations, because when you're working at a tea company, it's just everyone wants to know you're super legit, and probably the best way to do so is actually going there and learning about teas. Here's a photo that my wife Alexis framed for me. So this is in the tea garden. Now you can see that there's not a lot of walkway, and the reason why you don't want a lot of walkway is because then that means it shows that there's sufficient wildlife, that there's a lot of waterfall. How long we've been running. Let me show you a picture of all of our products that we carry in stock. Again, if you want a sample, let me know. info@zenstea.com, and we'll get you a free sample. This is our Gout Be Gone, Zeke's Blend, our Immunity Elixir, our Congest Less, Dr. Jen's Blend, Dream of Flowers. If you come to our shop, this is where you can get all these teas. Free samples. Right here. You go. Also, if you need tea filters, we got those for you too. All right, everyone. Again, this is Fernando at zenstea.com. We've been with you for the last half hour, 30 minutes. I hope you guys get to take advantage of some of these free gifts. Every 5 minutes, we're giving out free 3 golden milks. All you have to do is info@zenstea.com, and we hope to hear back from you. And if you ever look for us, we're on Washington Boulevard, 119. in the city of Santa Fe Springs, right on the board. All right, thank you very much. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye.